Good morning, everybody. We have a very special car and a very special video, and I don't look like much. The last Civic I actually reviewed was a supercharged one, about 300 horsepower, and I said it changed my mind on Hondas. That one was actually raffled off for track car giveaways. This one is boosted. This is 500 horsepower in a EP3. Track car giveaways said how much you guys love the supercharged one, so they went and stepped the ante up even further and got this thing. So this thing is actually being raffled. We've drove it. Jade is helping me film today, so thank you, Jade.
Welcome.
On paper, this realistically should be the most frightening car I've ever had on the channel. Realistically, I've always said the thing that's frightened me the most was the 600 brake Evo. That's all-wheel drive 600. This is 500, weighs a lot less, and it's going through 2 wheels. It's got load of tasty bits, so it is actually relatively good at putting the power down, so I've heard, especially with the diff that's in it. I'm going to talk about the car a little bit, how we've got it, what's in it, and then we're going to go and absolutely scare the f out of me and Jade. You guys want to see what's under here. So it's a GT3082R, and it's been upgraded by AET Motorsport, obviously the Turbo boys up north. This is a K20 engine. It's been fully built. I'm pretty sure it's been bored out to 2.2 litre. So, whoa, this is really blue. Yeah, so fully built. I've got all the spec here. I'm not going to say it to everyone because everyone might be bored, but if you are interested, this whole spec will be in the description. It's got 1050cc injectors. As I said, if you do want to see the full specs, it will be in the description, but this is a high spec car. So I think the only thing to do is not stand outside this car and talk about it. Get in, get the GoPros, talk about it while we're driving, if I can even manage to pick out some words whilst I'm driving this thing. As I said again, this thing should be the most frightening car I've ever driven, so. Right. Now Jade is helping us film, and it's going to be good to get her reaction as well. Cars scare you. This immobilizer is so annoying.
There, you got it. You got it.
Now Jade does get frightened by fast cars, but Jade also trusts my driving. Yeah. So she's the perfect one, really. So I don't want anyone who I'm actually going to frighten. But we do want you to be frightened for the video sense. It sold out so fast and everyone loved it, so we thought we'd give what the people wanted again. And we found this turboed one, and it has had everything done to it. Like, the diff is such a tight LSD. It is LSD, but it's super locked. When you're going on throttle around the corner, limited slip diffs lock up when you're on throttle. When you're going slow, this is clunky, like bump, but it keeps the car straight. And the one thing that's I've noticed about this, as soon as I jumped in it, it's really weird. The diff literally wants to keep the car going straight. If you don't turn right, it literally just chucks the wheel. Obviously, I come in most cars when I'm turning, I'm the sort of guy that instead of, you know, feeding the wheel left, I just let the wheel go and let it gradually turn left. I did that, and I almost went into the side of the road because it just it spun the wheel like centre so quick. I'll see if I can show you what you mean here, but it is dangerous, these cars. So if I want to do that and I want to see the wheel, it just throws itself back centre. The guy that got it off said that without that diff, it'd be all over the road with the power. I put my foot down once, and although it spins, it doesn't really pull you all over the road like a lot of NA Hondas do. So that diff is incredible. So let me show you again here. Just watch the wheel recenter itself. So we're turning left, and then it's just boom. It's fucking mad. But it's nice to keep the wheel straight. I guess that's what keeps it so centered when you're flooring it. Obviously, this is fully built. Pretty sure it's a K20. I'll have to find out. It's either a K20 or it's been bored out to a 2.2 when it got rebuilt. Again, I'll find that out for defo and I'll put it over the screen. But it's dynoed at 505 horsepower. Screamer pipe down to the floor, and it's an absolute experience. When we went to test drive this car, he took us on the motorway, and we was like, well, where's he going? I'm not going to tell you how fast all 4 of us are going in this car, but it was pretty fast. Hopefully give Jade a day to remember. I'm
so nervous.
Are you nervous?
I'm sweating already.
Now, one thing which is really nice about this car, it's in the Milano red, which is a gorgeous colour. The steering wheel's all been retrimmed. It's actually got these, I don't know much about Hondas, but these are like the super rare red Recaros. It's got beautiful wheels. I think it's the Speedline Corsas. Gorgeous wheels. It's got the huge yellow speed calipers on the front, which are 100% needed. I'm not entirely sure what pads are in it, but that's the thing, still not on boost. Although it has been rebuilt, it is quite a laggy turbo. like it takes a couple seconds in second to come on boost. I've not even put my foot down in third or fourth. But it is actually quite frightening. I was quite tired earlier and I put my foot down on the way here and it 100% woke me up. Still not on boost. I just don't want to do it round corners. I have no idea how fast it actually is. Whoa! Okay, so it's fast. Woo! How was that?
I felt like I was going to wet myself.
I mean, you could have let me go, mate. This is so annoying in London. Everyone's such a... It's just...
Hello.
Oh, yeah, alright. I have no idea when VTEC comes in. I literally can't even feel it. Woo! Oh, the noise! Totally different than the Supercharged one. Totally different. The Supercharged one was much better around country lanes. I don't know if I'd trust this at the minute, flying around the country lane, because I have no idea when the boost comes on, how hard it comes on. If I come on boost when I'm a little bit too much turned in, then holy shit, I don't know where you're going. Right, here we go again. We got some more fuel. Now the weirdest thing about this is it doesn't sound like a Honda, like at idling. Oh, that diff. It doesn't sound like a Honda at all. Like it idles more like a Subaru. It literally sounds more like a Scooby. It doesn't sound like a fucking Honda at all. Even at full chat, it doesn't have that like tinniness that Hondas do. This is really one of those cars where you've got to be in the right gear at the right time. Although the turbo has been rebuilt by AET, it is still really laggy. Even in second, it's still like if you come in at like 4, it still only comes on like 5.5. So it does take quite a while for that turbos kick in. But holy f, is it worth the wait? So much build up, and then all of a sudden it just comes in like. If I wanted to take one around the corner, strictly just around the corner or around the track, I would take the Supercharged one that we had last time. This was my car to 100% do that steering rack mod. Most Hondas, you can see huge difference between ones that have had a new steering rack and ones that hadn't. This does feel like the ones that hadn't. It's a little bit nowhere near as tight as the Supercharged one. A little bit floatier, like, which is what most Hondas that I drive. That's why I don't really like them that much. They always feel a little bit unresponsive from the steering rack, but obviously I know that that can be fixed now because that Supercharged one was tight as anything. Hey, my guy. But in terms of all around fear factor and fun factor, oh my god, this is absolutely terrifying, but it's hilarious. Which one do I like better, the Supercharged one or this one? It's a tough one. Depends what mood I was in that day, to be honest. Now the big question is, at the start of the video, I said this is probably going to be one of the most terrifying cars I've driven. After I've driven it, is it? It's really, really, really close between this and the Evo 6. Them two are so close, they're very similar. Really high horsepower builds, no boost by gear. But the Evo was set up, well, it's all-wheel drive. If you got all-wheel drive, you can put all that power down and you got so much more confidence in the corners, where this is just way more terrifying, way more terrifying. It puts the power down really well in a straight line, but as soon as you start going around corners, it's I mean, I'm glad that I'm a very confident driver.
Me too.
And I'm glad that I've drove a lot of things. Because this is really not for the faint-hearted at all. I don't know, it's a tough one, but this is up there. This is absolutely terrifying. Would you want to drive this?
No, I wouldn't even chance it.
So Asmo. We had a conversation about having this as a daily.
Never.
2 years ago, Lee, this would have been the dream. I'm getting a bit old now.
So am I.
And now we can relax again. So it's actually not that bad. You could do that and then we're eating, relaxing, having a great time.
Having a great time.
Right, we've pulled over here. Jade needs a cigarette. I need a cigarette, even though I don't smoke. I've actually genuinely feel like I've had enough of this car. Like it's a bit much, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh God, what a car, man. So there it is, we're back. So if you do want a chance to win this car, it will be on the website. I'm not entirely sure, as I film this, it's before we've uploaded it. So I'm not entirely sure what the ticket prices are, but there'll be a link on the screen now. We're actually going to be taking out a few people in this, and we're going to do a whole video of scaring a few people in this car tonight. So stay tuned for that, but I hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad I'm getting out of this car now, because it's absolutely ruthless, but we hope you guys like it, and I can't wait for one of you guys to win this absolute beast.